real money until about 9 years ago. So my experience started 9 years ago. Your years of experience don't count unless you were making money. Good morning. Welcome back to Malan DTV. It's May 20th. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've been up since 4. I have some coffee, and I will probably be taking a nap later. Today we're talking about affiliate marketing. This is what I've been doing for about the last 9 years, which is basically making money online. I hate to even say that phrase because it sounds so spammy and terrible, but that's what I do. That's what I've done for a long time. It's a huge multi-trillion-dollar business, I'm sure, if not hundreds of billions or whatever the number is. It was huge. And the question that I've been getting a lot is about affiliate marketing, and do you need a team in order to do affiliate marketing? This is that means like employees and an office and, a real business. And today I'm going to share my thoughts really quick. This is based on a blog post I did at malandarras.com. You can go there and read it, or you can watch the video. Either way, here we go. The question today is, do I need to build a team to do affiliate marketing? Short answer, no, you don't. Here's why. When I first started doing affiliate marketing, I didn't want to start a business. That wasn't my goal at all. I wanted to leave all the world of business. I didn't want to have anything to do with the corporate world at all. I wanted to join a counterculture. What I saw is people living a lifestyle of freedom and making enough money where they didn't have to have a relationship with a business. I wanted to join a counterculture. I wanted to work from home, escape society's trap, 9-to-5 job, married with kids, in debt. That whole thing is a trap. I wanted to escape that trap and make enough money from my house to live a life of total freedom. That is the magnet that drew me in. A lot of people come in for other reasons. They have a business degree or a background in business, and they want to turn this into a business. But me, I'm a weirdo, man. I wanted to be a rock star or die. But luckily, I figured out this online marketing thing, and I found an in-between. But that's the magnet that drew me in, it was a counterculture. And that's exactly what I did. I pulled it off very successfully. And if you're watching this, you probably already know that. But these days, however, I'm hearing a lot of chatter about how you have to start a real business or build a team or get offices or whatever to be able to make a lot of money and compete with the big guys. I disagree, man. And today I'm sharing my thoughts on exactly why I'm still a one-man army and why I think starting a real business could be the worst thing you can do when you're starting out in affiliate marketing. Now, this is aimed towards the new guys. If you've been doing this 5-10 years, you've made tons of money and you hire a team, more power to you. It's probably a good move. This is aimed towards the new guys. And it's in response to what I call the echo chamber. And I'm not sure who said it first, but somewhere along the lines, someone started saying things like, you need to build a team, or you are the bottleneck of your own business. It was probably in a book, maybe 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss, 10, 12 years ago. That's where most of these kind of ideas originate, and then they're passed down and repeated over time. But I don't know who started it this round about you need to build a team or you're the bottleneck of your business, those phrases. But as soon as they did, the echo chamber started repeating it. And if you don't know, the echo chamber is a word I use a lot. And it's the phenomenon that occurs when someone shares their opinion on a subject and then everyone else starts to repeat it as fact. A good example is in the bodybuilding world. They say you have to eat 6 meals a day to get lean or get in shape. Someone said it back in the 60s or 70s. Everyone believed it was true as law for like 30 years. And now finally they've done scientific studies and it's not true at all. You can eat 1 meal, you can eat 3 meals. It really doesn't matter. But someone said it, everyone started repeating it, and then everyone started to believe it's true. And that's kind of what happened here. Someone said you need to build a team or you can't compete with the big guys. Everyone started repeating it, and now these new affiliates think that it's the truth, and it's not. I became aware of the build a team echo because I started receiving emails about it. People like you watch my videos and read my site, and they contact me for help on how to get started. I get contacts every week. People started asking me a different question. Instead of like, how do I get started? They wanted to know how to set up a team so that they could launch their first campaign. And that's when I kind of was stopped in my tracks. Like, what is going on here? But then it makes sense because a lot of people are talking about running teams now, and they're running bigger businesses. And that's great. But what these new guys are missing, and if you're new, this is what you're missing, is that these guys who are now running and promoting, you have to start a business or whatever, they started out as solo affiliates. They made their first millions of dollars by themselves at a desk, in a room, headphones on, doing the work themselves. And a lot of people don't know that. So in my opinion, if you're a new affiliate, even if your long-term goal is to build a big corporation or have a $100 million a year company, you need to do it that way too. You need to sit in your chair and do it for a while. And here's my recommendation. You really need to spend, if you're new, you really need to spend your first 1, 2, 3 years doing this on your own, or at least until you make, let's say, $100,000. You need to be in the trenches and earn $100,000 before you even consider starting a business. Because it doesn't matter how long you've been interested in the game. Like, I was interested in affiliate marketing my first interest was probably 15 years ago, but I didn't make any real money until about 9 years ago. So my experience started 9 years ago. Your years of experience don't count unless you were making money. But you need to do the thing. You need to learn how to do this on your own. You need to know how to research offers, make up angles, write copy, make landing pages, design banner ads, do some optimization, split test things. And you need to do that because by understanding all of those aspects of the game, you'll become a better teacher. And by becoming a better teacher, you'll create better employees and teams if and when you decide to build them. And then by creating better employees, you'll make more money. Think about it. If you try to build a team before you know what you're doing, what are you going to be able to teach them? Nothing. The only thing you'll be able to teach them is to lose money. So here's some of the common questions I get and some of the answers. These are, again, mainly for new people that are looking into coming into the world of affiliate marketing and think that you need to build a team to launch your first campaign, which again is not true. So question number 1 is, do I need to build a real business? And the answer is no. The best thing about affiliate marketing is you get to choose your own lifestyle. My recommendation is to start as small as possible, meaning you, or maybe you and one partner or one outsourcer, and then build on your success towards whatever your dream is. Like I said, if you dream to have a 500-person company that does $200 million of revenue a year, build towards that. But start small. You can't start with 50 employees. You'll go broke. If your dream is to, like me, if your dream is to just not be bothered with society and not have to deal with any sort of schedule or any sort of responsibility towards employees, I don't want any of that. So I work by myself, and that's fine too. You just start small and then build towards whatever your dream is. It's up to you, man. Question number 2, can a solo affiliate compete with an affiliate that has a team? And the answer is forget that line of thinking completely, because the answer is, of course not. If you're one person doing all the work yourself, you can't work as quickly or try as many things as someone who has a team of 10 people working for them. But you have to forget that line of thinking completely. Affiliate marketing has never been a competition. You're not competing against these guys with teams. I don't compete with them. They don't even cross my mind when I'm running my campaigns. And their successes don't necessarily equal my losses. That's the beautiful thing. The internet is huge. And it's not like you're Coke against Pepsi. You're just a guy or a girl trying to make some money. And they're a guy or a girl with a big team trying to make lots of money. And the internet's so big, you can all do this. You can all do it. Their success doesn't equal your loss. So number 3, am I the bottleneck of my business? This is a popular one. Bottleneck. You're the bottleneck. Probably not. You're not. If you're just starting out, there's no bottle. and there's no neck. You should be testing one campaign on one traffic source at a time, and that doesn't require a team. You can do that yourself. Just create a simple daily routine or a schedule and put it on your week that allows you to accomplish one important thing every day. And you can do this by yourself. Number 4, are there downsides to being a one-man affiliate army? And yes, there are definitely downsides because you have to do all the work. In exchange for having total freedom over your life, no office, no employees, no health insurance for employees, no schedule, no meetings. In exchange for that, you have to do all of the work. So the downside is you have to manage your time really well, and some nights you have to burn the midnight oil. I routinely stay up late and wake up early so I can get things done. But again, that's just my chosen lifestyle. I like doing the work. I've managed teams of designers before, back when I was a web designer before I started this. I had a team of, 3, 4, 5 designers working under me. And what I learned from that experience was I like doing the work more than I like delegating it. When I became a creative director and started leading teams of people who designed things for me, I didn't enjoy my job anymore. And I made more money, sure, but I hated the industry. I loved designing, but I hated directing. And that's just me personally. But so the downside is you have to do all the work, but if you're like me, I enjoy doing the work. That's part of the fun. Okay, question number 5. What if I don't have any computer or design skills? I get this one a lot, and I think in this case you are dreaming. If you don't have any computer skills, you're probably not going to do very well here. And I say that based on my personal experience. I could be wrong, but 80% of the time, the people that I know who've done really well had some sort of an interest in computers and design and marketing or whatever, hacking or whatever, spamming. They were doing something before they got into online marketing. And those skills that they developed while they were doing that other thing came into play, myself included. I was a singer, and I did web design I started web designing maybe 15 years ago or something. I don't know. But I had all those skills, and that's what brought me into the game. So if you don't have that, or you don't have any interest in the computer to learn those things, I don't know that you're going to do well as an online marketer. It doesn't make much sense. You may be better off being a door-to-door vacuum salesman. I don't know. But if you want to do this, go teach yourself. That's the amazing thing about the internet is you can learn this for free. Go to Google, go to YouTube, just like we are here. Type in the skill you want to learn, and then start practicing over and over again. Let me say, there are outliers. I know guys who have made millions of dollars, and they don't even know how to open Photoshop. They don't write one piece of copy. But they have employees that work for them, and they've done really well. But those are the exceptions, and those are not the rules. They're very few and far between. So are you that guy or girl? I don't know. Probably not. But, okay, number 6. What about Mark Zuckerberg? He doesn't do all the work for his business, does he? He's a CEO. And sure, people like Mark Zuckerberg don't do all the work now. But there was a period in the beginning where old Marky Boy sat in his chair with his headphones on and built Facebook by himself. Almost every successful CEO started about the same way. I don't care if they were selling shoes door to door, building a Facebook or a Instagram. They started it out, Steve Jobs and what's the other guy's name from Apple? They started out building computers manually one by one in their garage. That's how it starts. You don't start off as a CEO. You start off as your own employee. And you grow from there. That makes you a better CEO if that's the route you're going to take. I've never liked working for someone who didn't understand what I did. In one of my web design jobs, the owner of the company was an older guy, maybe in his 60s. He didn't know what we did at all. Most of the people in our department didn't know what we did. The managers, the VPs, they had no clue. They couldn't open Photoshop to save their lives or build a website to save their lives, but they were in charge, and that made it very hard. So if you want to be a great CEO, understand what the hell your company does, and that will probably make your employees respect you way, way more. Okay, question number 7. Affiliate blogger XYZ said, I need to build a team. Is he wrong? No, not necessarily. But in most cases, the same person that's blogging, writing, talking, writing books about building teams, that same person started on their own. And I think you just need to know that. They worked for years to master the game, sometimes 10 years, like a decade on their own, and then hired employees, to expand on what they'd already done. That's the path you should follow too, in my opinion. So number 8 is, what if I don't like working alone? And that's true. It is a lonely lifestyle when you work by yourself. But like I said, I prefer that. I don't like being in offices with ringing phones and people stopping by my office wanting me to come to a cupcake party for Larry's birthday or whatever. You ever watch the Office? The TV show. It's dead on accurate to some of the companies that I worked for. Like all of that stuff. I had a Michael Scott manager. We had the birthday parties with the songs and the cake and the cupcakes, and it's just like too much to handle. But I like to work on my own. And it is a lonely life. You're not surrounded by people. You don't have people, all the guys in the department go to lunch. Those are the things that I liked about my job, was the designers and the people that worked with me, all the creative weirdos pretty much. We would all go outside for smoke breaks. We'd all go out drinking after work. We'd all go to lunch. And that was a great aspect, that social aspect of having a job. But I wouldn't trade my lifestyle for that at all. You can always go to lunch or with friends or whatever. But it is a lonely lifestyle. But if you don't like to be alone, you don't have to be alone. Go to a meetup or a conference and make some friends. Keep them on Skype if they're from out of town. If they're local, go to lunch, go get drinks, whatever, share ideas. Create a mastermind, 5-6 people on Skype, and just back and forth ideas. I've been doing that for 9 years. Probably the most profitable thing I've ever done is have masterminds and talk to other people. Or join a forum. There are 3 affiliate forums now. There's Stack That Money, which is probably the biggest one. AF Playbook, which is another one that's been around for a long time. And then I have one as well called madsociety.net. And that's me and several hundred affiliates. It's more of a mastermind, and it's kind of an underground version of a forum. There's not thousands of people and millions of posts covering everything. There's just some really solid men and women trying to make it happen. But you can join a forum, meet people that way as well. You don't have to be alone. I have 20 or 30 people that I talk to on a regular basis to share ideas, brainstorm, just come up with stuff. They're not necessarily in my house every day, but they're in my life in some way, whether it's phone, video conferencing, Skype calls, stuff like that. People from all over the world. So moving on, question number 9 is, wouldn't I make more money with a team? And yes, the answer is yes. You would probably make more money with a team. At the very least, you're going to do 10 times your revenue. Let's say you're a solo affiliate and you're doing, I'm just going to pick a number, $100,000 in revenue a year. If you add 5 people to your team, you could probably do, double, triple, quadruple that. Will you make more profit? I don't know. Depends on how well you train your employees. But you'll definitely do bigger things, yes. But you can also make a lot of money as a one-man army. It's just a lifestyle choice. Nothing has changed in that regard. It's still possible to make just about as much money as you want on your own if you choose that path. And I'm just a guy that's chosen that path. So yes, the big teams are going to do more revenue. I have friends now with companies that blow my numbers out of the water. They blow most companies out of the water. But they have like 10, 20, 30 people, and their dream was to build a business. That was who they are. So it makes sense for them. For me, not so much. Number 10, this is the last question and answer, and it says, when should I hire employees? These are questions I get from people. When should I hire employees? And it just depends on your desired lifestyle, man. There are plenty of solo affiliates out there making skyrocketing money, more and more every year. That's never going to go away. Maybe they'd make more with a team, but the lifestyle they choose is to work by themselves. But if you want to build a team, my advice from me, from a guy who's doing exactly this, is do it on your own at first, a couple years, or until you make some serious money. You want to at least have made $100,000 profit before you try to hire people, because unless you have that experience of turning a profit online, you will not be able to teach anyone how to do this. There's no course, there's no class, there's no college certificate that someone can get to come to you trained and qualified. It doesn't exist. And you're going to have to learn it on your own, figure out your own system, and then teach it to your employees. So wait 1 to 3 years, wait until you've made $100,000 before you even consider hiring a team. I mean, if you want to hire an outsourcer to make a banner ad for you, you can do that from day one, no big deal. But don't go out and get an office and hire an assistant and some 10 designers and 10 media buyers and then try to figure out what you're doing, because you will go broke. But if you want to build the team, wait until you hit a point where you have more opportunities than you can handle. If the money's coming in too fast and you know that if you had another person or two, you could really double, triple your profits, then consider hiring someone because you don't want these people coming in, sucking up salaries out of your pocket and then not having anything to do, So wait until your success is overwhelming you and then scale that success with 1 or 2 people. That's my advice. And there are many layers in between. Like I said, I hire outsourcers from time to time. These are people that are from other countries where the labor is cheap. I mean, I pay some of them as little as like $4 an hour to make banner ads. And then I have outsourcers that I pay $45, $50 an hour, and they actually touch my websites. Just depends on the level of skill that I need them to have. But you can hire people to help you without building a team pretty easily. Go to odesk.com. I think it's called upwork.com right now. There's a website called iWriter that I use from time to time to have people write things for me. But you can offload a little bit of your work without building a big business, while you're in the in-between phase. That's kind of what I do. I don't always have outsourcers, but from time to time I do. So that's it, man. In closing, let me just wrap this up by saying I am not opposed to building a team. If you're watching this and you've done well in affiliate marketing or whatever business and you want to scale it to a bigger real business with employees or whatever, my hat is off to you. I salute you. I have a lot of friends that have done exactly that, and they do really, really well. In fact, sometimes I'm like, damn, maybe I should have built a 50-man team or whatever, because these guys are doing some extraordinary things. But it's not me. And if someone had told me in the beginning, this is the only reason I'm doing this video, is because if someone had told me when I was new in the beginning that I had to build a team or that I had to start a real business to compete with the big fish or whatever online, I never would have started this. I would have walked away and probably gotten a job at a gas station or just become like an acoustic coffee shop player guy that drives around in a Volkswagen van, and eats pork and beans for dinner or whatever, because I just wanted a way out of the whole business world. If someone had told me that I had to start a business, I never would have tried it at all. So I don't want you to miss your opportunity because you think there are rules that you have to follow. There are no rules. You get to make this up. It's basically choose your own adventure. It's one of the best things about it. And that's it. That's why I think it's important for the new guys and girls who have come here for the counterculture aspect. I think it's important for you to get to hear another side of the story, because right now I am the only one saying this that I know of. The tide has shifted to build a team, start a business. It's weird. But I'm not there. So if you're anything like me, if you want to become a successful affiliate or an online marketer and you want to do it by yourself, stay tuned. There's a link in this box somewhere or in the description box for an email sign up. Enter your email and we'll stay in touch that way. I send out emails all the time about how to do this stuff on your own, by yourself, with no team. So sign up and that's it. We'll stay in touch that way. Thanks for tuning in. 5:56, I'm done. I'm going to edit this and upload it. Having a little coffee. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Tell me if you want to be a one-man army, one-woman army, or if you want to build a business. There's no wrong answer. Just let me know what your goal is and why. Like, what sparked that idea in your mind? Was your dad a businessman? Was your dad a creative weirdo that worked in his office by himself? Were you influenced in some way by some person? Me, Tim Ferriss, whoever. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll try my best to respond to all the good ones. If you put bad comments, you'll get no reaction. Anyway, that's it, man. Hope everybody's doing well. Keep in mind you can do whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you my side of the story. That's all. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the future.